This homeowner wants to radically shift her personal style.
In this space, I'm not afraid to take a risk.
And her designer is up for the challenge.
These are going to be your window treatments.
I think this is going to be really dramatic.
This dated studio gets a smashing makeover. Next on New Spaces.
Hi, I'm Jessica York. Welcome to New Spaces. A banker who owns a unit in this building wants to turn her drab dated studio into a stylish city condo that's anything but traditional.
San Colechio is a busy banking executive in her professional life, but after a long day at the office, home is her favorite place to be.
I'm what people would call a homebody, and one of the things I like to do is just be at home and kind of in my space. Home is just something really important to me.
When San bought a condo in this famous 1960s building, she wasn't looking for a home, she was looking for a place to crash.
Well, I work downtown, and there are a lot of nights I don't want to go home because it's too far out into the suburbs. And I had been looking for an in-town place for a while, and one of the reasons I was attracted to this one is because of the balconies. So I finally did it.
Despite the balconies, this studio is hardly homey, and after toughing it out for the last several months, San's ready for a bachelorette pad with more style.
I don't think anything has been done in this apartment since about 30 years ago. Well, this is my living room, my dining room, my office, my entertaining area. It's all right here. This is where I spend most of my time when I'm in the apartment. It's about 4 feet square. That's my multi-purpose space. And that's separate from my bedroom. It's a blow-up mattress. Every night I come in, though, I have to plug this in, and I have to blow my mattress up. I'm really looking forward to having a different place to both sit and sleep. It is a studio after all, so I think it's probably going to have to be some sort of sofa bed. I also don't like being on the floor because it reminds me of the carpet. I hate the carpet. I think it used to be beige, but I'm not really sure what color it is. Probably the next big thing I don't like about the space is this wall. It's right down the middle of the space, cuts it in half, makes the kitchen really, really dark. I'd like to either get rid of the wall or cut some big holes in it or do something so I could just see through from the other side. And this is my kitchen. I hate it. I don't even know what you can do short of tearing everything out. It's dirty, it's old. The cabinets are made out of metal. These countertops, the fake wood, I hate these. I want to do something different here. I have a stove that still has push buttons. I hate that. I want that to be gone.
We would have to investigate that.
To subtract all the elements San hates and add the things she loves, her designer Suzanne Maviano has just the right equation for this remodeling arithmetic.
Well, Suzanne, this is the kitchen. I think before when we talked, I told you that I don't think there's a thing in here that I like. I hate these cabinets. I hate the countertops. I don't like the appliances. Actually, there's nothing about this kitchen I like.
Well, I think these cabinets are probably the original cabinets from '62. So I would say let's move them out, get them out, and put something really nice and comfortable for you, for your way of living.
When I first started this project, I knew I needed a designer since it was quite a departure from what I'd done in the past. And I found Suzanne. I think Suzanne's brought some good ideas that I would never have thought of by myself.
I'm sure this can come down really easily because it is not as thick. It's not a bearing wall. And I know you and I talked about perhaps sculpting areas in this house because the first thing I noticed was how sculptural the walls were designed. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why I thought perhaps in our conversation that we would sculpt out this wall a little bit. Right. And you went ahead, and I see you've done it, which is exciting because now I can see it.
In addition to playing up the sculpture in her studio, San also wants to play up a hidden side of herself that's just waiting to be expressed.
Because of the building, it's pretty modern. I'd like to go with something that's very different than the style of decorating that I've had before. But I'm just going to be so relieved when I can just start living in it instead of coming home at night when I stay here and sleeping on my blow-up bed. I think this remodel will really change my life. Yeah, I agree.
Coming up, this homebody becomes a thrill seeker.
Comes around and goes like that. I like to take risks, and I think this is a really great space to take it.
As her studio crashes down around her. That's next on New Spaces.
Welcome back. Inside that building, San's entire apartment is coming apart. Her designer's plan is to jazz things up, from the walls to the windows.
When it comes to San's home away from home, she's ready to push the envelope.
We'd really like to do something interesting.
Her designer has some bold ideas on how to spice up this drab studio. Here's how she'll make it happen. The old kitchen and appliances will be torn out. The wall dividing the kitchen and living area will be cut down to half its size, incorporating a curved edge. Stainless steel appliances, maple cabinets, and granite countertops make up the new kitchen. Oak hardwood floors laid on the diagonal will replace the old carpeting. The picture windows will get shades with a graphic design, highlighting the unique architecture of the building. Taupe and terracotta textured paint will cover the walls. The old blow-up bed and patio furniture will be replaced with colorful contemporary furnishings. Eager to create her home away from home, San meets Suzanne at a paint design studio to see a mock-up of her funky new window treatments.
Come on, I want to show you what a wonderful thing we're going to be doing in your beautiful home.
It's huge. Wow.
Suzanne was inspired by the corncob style of San's building. The graphic design will appear on 4 window shade panels.
Now these will be window shades. The ones in the center are motorized, and you'll use a remote control to pull them up. And you'll be able to then have your balcony beyond and the city beyond that. And these are the images of the towers, which I think are pretty graphic and fun and upbeat.
I really like the background, and I know we talked before that maybe we'd put some, maybe dark charcoal instead of the black graphic, but I don't know, the way it looks, I think I like the black. Is that what you're thinking?
I'm thinking of the black. When we print on the actual shade material, it will lighten up a bit, and so I think the black will be quite dramatic. We'll be able to see it, and the background color will be a shade of taupe.
Well,
also.
am I going to be able to see through these? Is it going to be a little bit translucent?
It's a little translucent, but it will look really fabulous.
Another element San needs to consider is paint for the walls.
So San, I'd like to show you some of our fabrics.
Artist Ed Mattingly helps her pick a faux finish that will complement the window shade and upholstery.
We have a couple, really one decision for you to make. We have one that is very wavy, kind of a little more geometric, and one that's a little soft.
Make sure I understand really where this is going to go. It's going to go on this part of the wall?
Yep, it's on the face of the soffit.
Okay. Then I think if it's going to go on the inside, I just think the wavy's too much.
There's
wavy, there's the fabric, and I think initially I thought, oh, that might look good.
Sure.
But I think I like this. Okay. Especially, it's not going to be on an extremely wide area. It seems to make more sense to me to have the
Sounds good.
The lines.
Oh, that was good. That was great.
That was easy.
Yes, it was.
With that decision behind her, San's ready to get cracking on demolition. First to go are the old appliances and metal cabinets.
I could completely not have a kitchen and we could just turn that into a bedroom.
While the old carpet comes up, San discovers a piece of her studio's history.
It's what the floor was, look. Oh my God, oh yeah. It's actually kind of cool. It's a
vinyl.
Yeah, with a texture, it's like an ostrich skin or something, I don't know. I always wondered what was originally here. So this is the 1962 look.
While the old cabinets and appliances stack up, San defines how she wants the old wall to come down.
I'm going to draw it a little bit higher to make sure we're covering their fridge because I think it's 62, but I wasn't sure, so we'll just do it a little bit higher. It's fine. And then we'll cut the refrigerator off if it doesn't work. Because we're going to preserve the design, okay? Well, I'm a little bit short for this, but
That's good.
I think, yeah.
That'll be good.
Ideally, San wants the new half wall to reflect the same curve as the other walls.
I think it's close. Don't you?
Very close.
It comes around and goes like that. I agree. It's like, yeah. So that's good.
These builders do all they can to make sure she gets it. Coming up, construction on San's crash pad hits full tilt. And her bare windows get a new set of shades. That's next on New Spaces.